Greetings guys and gals, this is XIJABERWALKIX bringing you the best in SC Gaming. Today we have KT Rolster versus MBC Hero Set 2, Flash versus Light. KT Rolster is up 1-0 on MBCGame. This is going to be played on Grand Line SE on the 17th of November. Second game today on my huge casting spree. It looks like at the top left we have Light as the yellow Terran, and at the bottom left we have Flash as the red Terran. And what? Flash does the most ridiculous things to show off at the beginning of his games, but I mean, he can do it because he's the freaking man, and he knows how to play the game, and he's the best player there is. And wow, looks like 5-1 in favor of Flash is their previous history playing against each other in the Pro League, and that is ridiculous. So obviously I'm going to assume that Flash is going to win this game, not only because of that statistic, but also because Flash is Flash. You know, Flash is just the best player ever to play this game, and yes, I just made that statement, and I definitely agree that he could beat Boxer, he could beat Nada, he could beat, I almost said Zergbong, but yeah, Zergbong is really good in SC2. Anyways, he could beat July, Zerg, Savior, I think, you know, Bisu, Flash, or Bisu, Stork, sorry, Jaedong, you know, he could beat all of them because he's just the best. Supply Depot going down at that southern position for Flash, and no cheese for either player. I'm surprised. I mean, I think that if Light would have cheesed, he might have a better chance, to be honest, because I cannot see him winning this game. Supply Depot's out for both player. Flash sending out a scouting SCV in the wrong direction. Gonna probably scout Light second, or maybe not. Maybe he's gonna send it, and it looks like his SCV is going to go in the right direction, actually. I think what he's doing is scouting for Light's SCV, seeing where it's going to be coming from, seeing if it's already out. Also probably scouting for any kind of proxying, knowing that he is better than Light, and Light would probably do something stupid. Expansions going out for both players at their naturals, and so pretty much mirror builds here. See if that SCV does, and yeah, that SCV is going to attack Light's SCV. Light's going to have to pull another SCV just to defend this and keep his expansion up. That's exactly what he does. I just said Jaedong against Best, so that's why I said Jaedong. But anyways, Flash doing a nice job of doing some harassment here, making sure 2 of Light's SCVs are not mining, and just getting a little bit of an advantage already. Now a third SCV being pulled. Oh man, Flash doing an amazing job here. I think those are Light stats right there at the bottom right corner, if you guys want to look at that, versus Terran, Zerg, and Protoss. But other than that, both players going for pretty much identical. And that SCV, man, still harassing Light. Light finally has his scouting SCV out, going to scout in the wrong direction, looks like. So he's going to scout across, which is obviously the wrong position. SCV's being transferred by Flash. His command center is just like literally a second behind Light's, so not going to matter too much. Marine being built at that barracks, and a Marine being built at Flash's barracks. So Flash is like a second behind Light, but it's really not going to matter too much. His factory is going down as well as Light's factory. Exact mirror builds in a mirror matchup yet again. So yeah, Marine now out for Light as well, and that SCV is going to have to run away. Refinery going down at the natural for Flash. Not much action in this game, but anyways, KT Rolster not doing very well in the Pro League, man, and Flash's Marine able to deny the scout. Very nice job. That SCV is not going to see anything, except that he probably saw that the natural was down, but I mean, that could be assumed pretty much. Second factory now going up for Light. But anyways, what I was saying is that KT Rolster is doing pretty bad. They're at the low end of the rankings or the standings, and you know, they're the last year's champions, not doing very well. Kind of having to rely on Flash, and Flash is playing amazing. I've only seen him lose once, and that was against Best, but Obviously the rest of the team isn't showing up. I don't really watch a lot of the other matches. Most of my casts are done on Flash, Jaedong, and Bisu. And I throw Stork in there sometimes and Best in there sometimes. But other than that, it's just really time consuming for me to watch all of those videos and keep up with all of that stuff, especially with the CSL, the KSL, and Starcraft 2 stuff. So, but I try to do my best and give you guys a vid every day, which is, you know, not too time consuming, and I'm able to do it, which is nice. And I just love casting. All around it's fun. Starport and Control Tower going down for Flash, as well as another factory. And looks like Light has opted to go for a 3-fact build, not getting his Starport just yet. Probably going to go for more Siege tanks. And finally we see a little bit of deviation on the build. Light's trying to get his SCV in there. Not going to be successful though. Now pushing out with a tank. I don't know if that SCV saw the tank. Probably just saw the 3 Marines. And yeah, so the SCV is not going to get in the base. Control Tower now done, building what looks like possibly could be dropship. Might be going for some drops here. Machine Shop spinning for Light, probably going to get siege mode or mines. But well, I guess he's going mines because he got a lot of vultures, so probably going to go mines here is what I'm assuming. That Machine Shop is done spinning. Looks like we probably have siege tech going up for Light, so another deviation there. And these vultures are just going to be really, really annoying, especially for the fact that they're just laying down mines in random spots, you know, high traffic areas, and going to do a lot of damage to Flash's army. Comset now down for Flash at his natural, and now the dropship is going out. Don't know what it has in there. I didn't see him load anything up, but there's obviously going to be something out there. Looks like Light's trying to pick up his refinery at his natural as well. Dropped down. And SCV might be trying to pick up that 9 o'clock base, and yes, he is trying to pick up that 9 o'clock base, and I don't think Light's going to see this coming anytime soon. He's probably not going to scan there, you know, just because it is the island expansion. You'd expect Flash to probably expand at that 6 o'clock position. If anything, Siege Tech now out for Flash as well. Looks like Siege Tech's being researched by Light. I mean, it could be vulture speed, but I'm just assuming Siege Tech, because if he just goes mass vultures, which it looks like he's doing, that's just kind of a bad idea. He does have a Siege Tank out as well as Goliath, so it might even be Charon boosters. But in fact, I doubt that it's going to be Charon boosters. The only reason he would go Charon boosters would be if there's like battle cruisers coming out, because I mean, Race can be dealt with without the Charon booster upgrade. And so it should be good there. Dropship now coming into... No, gonna not go into Light's base. So it's probably just using the dropship for scouting is what I'm assuming. It looks like scans going down at the top right position. It looks like SCV or something at the bottom right for Light. And Light did not see that dropship. SCV barely missing it. And the dropship comes in here for a drop. 2 Goliaths and a Siege Tank. Now gonna do... just wreak havoc pretty much in Light's base. Light's gonna have to pull his army back, able to pick off one of the SCVs, 2 of the SCVs. Now Flash is lifting up, re-picking up, sorry about this guys, he's re-picking up those units in the dropship, gonna leave, doing a very nice job of getting out there before the AA for Light gets back. And now that dropship is, he's got 2 dropships by his base, don't know, 3 dropships total. And now he's probably going to go in for another drop. It looks like he has that base up and running at the 9 and is getting in the refinery there as well. Also building an engineering port is Light, so probably going to get some turrets. And another scan going down on the right hand side. Both players making sure that each other don't have hidden expansion. So I'm assuming a scan has gone down at that 9 o'clock position from Light finally. Although I could be wrong. I think he would scan that though by now if he's scanning both of the top right bases. And now drop going in on Light's mineral line at his natural. There's just gonna a ton of SCVs are gonna go down, but no, these SCVs are not going down. He probably should be targeting the SCVs. He's targeting the units though, not getting SCVs kills at all, killing a lot of vultures, able to pick off a lot of Marines and that tank there. But this is gonna get cleaned up pretty easily. These dropships are going back. They do have dropship speed, and the last tank goes down. So nice defense by Light. Light really should, or Flash really should have gone for those SCVs, and just in my opinion, he is picking up more units, has 3 dropships full of units, probably going to go in for another drop. At the same time, command center being built by Light at the top left, probably going to float it over to the 6 o'clock base or that natural that's right next to his main there. Vultures now in the midfield, and Flash's units better get in there quick, because if they don't, those missile turrets are going to be up, and that's going to be really bad for the dropships. He does see the dropships, though, with his Vultures. So he's going to be ready for this. Probably going to follow the dropships is what I'm assuming. At the same time, he does have mines all in his base just to kind of deny the drop there. And those mines are so close to those siege tanks. If the siege tanks would have moved up a little bit more, they would be able to pick off some of the tanks there. Looks like we have a starport going down for Light, so he's going to switch to dropship tech as well, as what I'm assuming. Might even go for some race, but I'm more assuming some dropships. Anyways, going into the siege line here, siege tank sieging up. There's a good siege line by Flash. Light swinging a lot of his units, especially by sieging up right there, but able to take out 2 of these tanks, doing a very nice job, losing vultures left and right though. And 4 dropships coming in for Light. Charm boosters are upgraded, just dropping right over that siege line, doing a very nice job of cleaning this up. He's going to be able to clean this up fairly easily. Going to move back into the natural. Only 2 tanks out for Light. Light's pretty much screwed now. A lot of siege tanks out for Flash, and this is just Flash pure ability to macro. Light knows that it's GG. He's even pulling his probes. Probably should unsiege. Flash, unsiege, 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 or don't unsiege. But really at this point it doesn't matter. Light GG's, and like I said, it's just Flash, the man, pretty much owns everyone in Starcraft. He's just beating the game, and Light's just over there talking to himself. Anyways, nice game, guys. GG, Lates.